Hey everybody, this is Jim at freechartvideos.com. This video is going to be for Sprint, ticker symbol S. And chances are there are going to be some newcomers to my YouTube channel. And I just want to explain very briefly what I do. I use time-honored techniques to understand modern markets. If a computer can generate it, if it can be, if it's an algorithm that's done with various forms and iterations of moving averages, on balance volume, MACD stochastics, slow stochastics, RSI, all those Japanese sounding clouds and all that kind of stuff, I don't do that. I use simple lines. But I want to remind you that this video is just for educational purposes. It is not intended to be used as any form of investment advice. I can draw lines on charts, but you and only you can draw your own conclusions from your own due diligence and make investment decisions that are suitable for your personal financial situation. Like I said before, I'm just a guy that draws lines on charts. I'm not a licensed professional. But let's look at the chart of S. Okay, we're looking at a fairly long-range chart here that goes all the way back to 2007, late 2007, back when Sprint was about $20 a share, a little bit shy of that, 18, 19, and you can really see the wheels came off. And what I've done is this: I have used this purple line right here to delineate what is in my book. And it's a little bit odd, okay? But this is a really steeply downsloping inverted head and shoulders pattern. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Additionally, the left shoulder is kind of a complex form. A dip, a rally, a dip, a series of rallies and dips, then a touch on the neckline. The head is fairly standard. It's got multiple little wiggles around down near the bottom, but you get over to the right shoulder, and now we've got another kind of complex form. And as a matter of fact, there is a small inverse head and shoulders right there. Left shoulder, head, goiter. I don't know. Then a right shoulder right here. Yeah, this is an inverted head and shoulders with a goiter. And but you can see though that line has worked really well when after it got taken out as support on. Fell a little bit below it here, but once it really solidly got over that line, it was tested twice and held very well. If you look at these blue lines here and here, the darker blue lines, not this one, and this one, ever since the formation of that right shoulder, it appears to me that Sprint has been in something of a consolidation pattern that we would call sort of a, not a true symmetrical, but we're going to call it a symmetrical triangle consolidation. And that broke out back in, late April, early May. Pulled back to this line, and now it looks to me like Sprint is going back up. I've made a couple trades in Sprint that worked out well. I got lucky at one point and bought at 323 back here and was around for the breakout of that line. And a couple other trades, I think maybe only lost on one. And out of about 4 trades, I'm currently long Sprint. At a little bit over $5. So here's what you do. When you use these, quote, time-honored techniques, you identify the pattern. And the cool thing about these patterns is there are also implied targets you can get from these patterns. And with a symmetrical triangle, you take the height of the pattern at the widest point off the first reactive move, which is back here in 2009, you take that height and you add it on to the spot of the breakout. So what we end up with in the case of Sprint, we've got a target of about $11, maybe just a little bit shy of $11 a share. Additionally, you can see there's this rising line right here that has appears to have given it support on a number of occasions, but there's also kind of a channel that looks like it might have developed between this line and this line. Now the trick is, if this continues to act as support, then it's not going to come back to this line. And I kind of suspect that will not happen. So I'm looking for Sprint to probably at some point in the months ahead mount a rally and either take out this line right here or stay with it for a while and reach that target. You know, I hate to say that it's going to take to 2013 for that to happen. It could. But this is the target. And we just look at it, and, you know, who knows, maybe this thing's going to rally on up and take this out and hit this line at some point, you know, in late 2011 or early 2012. But look, that's what the lines say on the Sprint chart. I appreciate you looking at this video. I just want to remind you that this is brought to you by freechartvideos.com. If you get a chance, come check things out at that website. I do an S&P 500 update every day that I'm physically able to do so. In the past 7 months, I think I have actually 8 months, 8.5 months. I think I may have missed 5 due to travel. But anyway, look, thanks for watching. Come by freechartvideos.com and check out that daily S&P 500 update, and consider joining my YouTube channel too. Thanks. Take care.